Is there somebody else I can bug? Let's see if I can't get another co-host. Here, I'm gonna keep Discord open on my other window for a bit to see if I get any responses. Surely I could bug somebody else. Clean the carousel. I need to remember to trade out my power. We get to listen to music? I don't like this. It's moving! Sure, I'll talk to Colin. Why not? Good morning, caller. You're on live stream. What's your question? 1 second. Hold up. Let me make you a little bit more audible.
Well, I've been wondering for a long time now. What repercussions came from you wearing that Hitman shirt in the Walmart? We know you were put in the facility hole for about 4.5 hours with a couple other clowns.
I'm going to be truthfully and 100% clear because I am a wanted man now, that I do not plan on completing my full sentence, and I do plan on creating a secret underground haven for edgelords that we can use as a sort of jumping off base for taking over the world.
I see.
I'm glad these things are called horses instead of unicorns, despite obviously having horns.
Unicorns are just horses with horns.
Yeah, horny horses.
So Smite did a cinematic showing off that they're gonna give us Shiva next.
Now, Smite doesn't usually do cinematics, does it?
They started to about like a year or two ago, but like the Shiva one, I didn't tell Zap this, but it's the dumbest one I've ever seen. It's all like the cinematics of the events of happening in season 8, so it's like Tiamat, Gilgamesh, Morgan Le Fay, Charybdis, and they're all like about to fucking kill each other. And all of a sudden, like, Shiva shows up. He's like, no, we don't fight anymore. And then they just look at like, the kingdom behind them.
And then the Kingdom Hearts theme starts playing.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, Zab.
What y'all up to?
Colin's talking about how much he hates Smite and he doesn't want to play with you anymore.
I was talking about how silly the Shiva cinematic was.
I didn't watch it. How was it?
It's very Kingdom Hearts. Ganesh like does some like sort of prayer, and Shiva shows up and like just kind of like puts his hand on like Tiamat's shoulder, and everyone's just stopped fighting and just smiling, and they just start smiling and look behind them to this really cool like looking like kingdom. The top comment for the video is Shiva just pops up and goes fighting bad, and everyone agrees.
For what's been data mined, it does seem like he's gonna be a warrior.
Fighting bad, but also me fight.
Tiamat, this world is built in my image. Shiva, no. Tiamat, okay.
How's Zap? Alright, okay, cool.
I cast thee out like Satan.
I cast thee out like Satan before you. In fact, knight to B4.
All troops attack the enemies.
Focus firepower on. Baragon.
I understood the reference up. Can't believe that game series has 2 chess puzzles within it.
Also, happy 11K.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And you got 2 new comments. 11K views, but only 4 comments, question mark?
We're botting the fuck out of that YouTube video. I don't know why that one specifically, but it's getting botted, dude.
It's gonna be some shit like you're gonna find out like much later. You like rewatch it again, and you like wait a minute, and you zoom in, and then there's like a fucking like cryptid behind you, like in some form that just like stole your TV or something.
Bigfoot is ruining my fucking live streams again. Not again. It's the best punctuation to any joke that you ever tell in your life, is just to say not again.
No, it wasn't.
Oh god, that's all. That is funny. Oh god, you got me.
It's not that I don't believe you.
Oh my god.
I think my life made me more fucking mad.
What was the thing that made you fucking furious like yesterday? It was you said something and I said like, wow, I can't believe you would tell lies on my live stream like that.
The voices in your head, wasn't it?
It was something like that. It was when I said like, well, didn't the voice in our head say the characters aren't prisoners? And you're like, voice in your head, Colin, what are you talking about?
I'm assuming that's what.
And then you, Roman, you fucking said like, Colin, like, why are you making shit up? And I got like this visceral reaction that I just wanted to like bite your arm and do a fucking alligator death roll and rip it off.
I'm glad GTFO is bringing out the nicest of us. I'm glad we're being nice people to each other while playing GTFO. That's the thing that everyone's going to be talking about whenever the Edgelords finally get famous. They're like, man, it's a group of gaming people, and they're all so nice to each other. I love that about them.
We're going to end up like the Beach Boys, where one of us is just going to keep suing one another.
We just do it in a circle so that we can like keep so we can keep the presses running. We're just suing each other in a circle, and nobody's losing or gaining money.
We'll be being negative. You have to pay lawyers.
Well, what if like I'm your lawyer while you're suing Zap?
Ask where the fuck did you become a lawyer?
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to hear the answers to. That's like the way I said it was like the same way that somebody would be like, well, like what if we were dating? You don't have anyone to go to the prom with. Well, why don't you go with me? Wouldn't that be funny? That'd be crazy.
We need to make a sequel to the Sven co-op playlist, like doing like the Half-Life 2 campaign. I want to do that. I want to get back to Overcooked, even though not that many people cared about the last video.
Did that one just like get no views?
It's on the lower end, yeah.
Oh, man.
Prawn vs. Plate is still up there. And Zuck and Huck are like tied.
That's funny, actually.
I'm so surprised that first Yakuza video is still up there in the top 6.
Yeah, that one's a complete mystery, actually.
Cool Jimmy, I think we all know why it's up there.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like the main event of that night's stream.
No, it was Faz.
It was Phasmophobia, and it's just the residual breakdown because it was fucking 3.
That's the same stream as the guy dies on stream not fake video.
Yep. Except I lost an arena match when I went 20-2.
Who are you playing?
Kukulin.
You the only tank?
I was the only tank. But I fucking complained so much about when someone blocks in a warrior, everyone's like, well, we don't need a guardian.
Clearly you don't own an air fryer.
What do those do?
Air fryer? They fry.
Fry what?
Well, they
fries.
They just like fry things without the use of like oil. That's literally all
they
it
do
does.
with oil, but like with significantly less oil or something.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Honestly, here's the insane thing. I own an air fryer and I don't really get it.
Same thing with Biddits.
With Bibbits?
Is that what it's called? Biddit?
I maybe that's what it's called. But I don't know.
Toilet thing.
Bidet.
Bidet, that's it.
Hey, Bidet?
I don't know.
Well, it's more of a European thing. It's allowed to be weird in America.
Yeah, I mean, some American people do get them like installed and like swear up and down by them, but like I wouldn't know. Never used one. I think at some point we should just like make our own YTP video, like collaborate all 4 of us together on it. Gimper doesn't even know what's going on, but he's in on it anyway somehow.
It's about him.
It's about him.
Oh, you are playing Power Wash?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you not know I was streaming this whole time?
Are you streaming?
I am streaming. What the fuck?
I didn't know.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? You just like came in here to hang out with your friends? You're insane.
Well, maybe if your streamer remote on Discord worked, I wouldn't know.
I legitimately
You just had to
don't
have
know
the
why.
last word. You just had to have the last word.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
That's all you had to clean? It's just a Ferris wheel?
Some of the
You
jobs
clean
are
a
smaller.
Ferris
Zeb.
wheel.
Yeah.
Clean an entire circus.
I mean, my next job is I have to clean the Underminer's car because it's a
Why
drill.
does he have a car?
It's a drill. The joke is it's a drill.
That's not funny. Tell me something funny.
Say something funny.
Come on, say something funny on live stream.
So, tell me your thoughts and theories on the Five Nights at Freddy's timelines app.
Purple bad.
All right, good. Like it.
All right, love it.
And then Markiplier bit someone.
He says this is the bad of 87, and then he like unhinges his jaw.
Is that the drill blue?
Yeah.
Look too clean to be the drill.
That's kind of the point of this game, Zap. I hate to break it to you.
That's how you get in the drill? In the back?
I feel like this drill would attach to something. I don't think you climb into it. I mean, maybe you do. I mean, I guess the Underminer did. Do you think the Underminer would be, like, as threatening if he just, like, came out of the ground with, like, a drill attached to, like, a Ford?
I mean, what would you do if you saw someone drill from underneath you?
My first thought wouldn't be that he's, like, a supervillain. It'd be like, oh, he's, like, an Elon Musk fan. I get it.
Why is he an Elon Musk fan?
Because Elon Musk builds fucking tunnels and, builds flamethrowers that he can carry on to airports. He's crazy.
The Underminer just doesn't know what he's doing.
He didn't do anything in the sequel movie, right? It was like only the first few minutes of the movie.
Yeah, he showed up, but I think he was. I don't know. I think he just wanted to fucking destroy shit.
He showed up, got defeated. I could have swore he was like trying to drill into a bank or some shit.
You guys know the video game?
The one where he plays
two-player
Frozone and Bob. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Famous
I beat that in a
superheroes,
night.
Frozone and Bob.
I beat that one.
Dude, should I do like a Pixar video game marathon? I can play Toy Story 2.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
Roman, we could play Over the Hedge.
That's
I know
not
that's
Pixar.
not Pixar. That's not Pixar. I know, but I still want to play the Over the Hedge video
Okay,
game with you.
but what if we played it on the Pixar marathon And every time people came in and were like, "That's not a Pixar game," they're like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I asked Zap to like doctor like a Google search page and like a Wikipedia page so I can pull it up on stream and be like, "It says right here on Wikipedia like Pixar." Like, what are you guys talking about?
Blacklist the word on your in your chat. DreamWorks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, a fucking DreamWorks marathon? That would be shit. I remember having fun with Shark Tale.
I forget that's a fucking movie.
But yeah, that could be a funny bit. If I ask you to Photoshop the Wikipedia page of Shark Tale, you know why, Zap?
I know how to.
I wasn't accusing you of anything. This Zappy guy, he's not even that cool. He doesn't know how to edit a fucking Wikipedia article. Something tip, haha, funny.
Shut up.
I'm glad you're having fun, Colin.
Shut up.
Also, I'm glad you think this is funny.
You find her attractive, sir? How old is she? Oh no, why would that matter, sir?
Can you stop on me?
You were saying that like during the whole fucking Valkyrie battles in God of War. Step on me.
Step on me feet.
I mean, they did.
They did.
Yeah, and you were
And I
begging
died
for
for it.
more. Yeah, one time they killed him. One time they killed him.
It's like, God, I wish that were me.
Why do you guys so desperately want to die? It's like the worst kink to have because you can only experience that once.
Imagine being the guy who lives through that. What would you tell people?
I wrote 21 pages on people on people who want to fuck Monsters Room, and I could talk about getting your head crushed all day.
What did the professor say?
They were impressed.
The professor was like, "My God, finally a paper that understands how I feel."
Well, it's kind of funny because my professor really liked Del Toro films.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
that
"Oh,
comes
I'm
with the
catering to
territory.
the right professor."
Man, I need a more powerful power wash. Well, I guess
More
it's
of a
like
blow.
a powerful blow, yeah.
You guys are too easy.
Well, in the context of what?
Again, you just say sexual stuff.
Oh, man.
I think I got it from Roman.
I think it's part of it is still you.
There's a small kernel of you inside of there, Zap. You gotta fight. You gotta fight to let him out. I have almost no shame as long as I can hide it behind the guise of a funny haha.
Do you think y'all's speeches or vocabularies changed for being around each other?
I mean, almost certainly. I'm sure the way the four of us talk are, like, extremely close to one another, whether we realize it or not.
It's a llama.
It's a llama. I think it's like Corbin and I talk very similarly, but I think that's just because Corbin's a huge fan of the stupid shit that I say.
Corbin laughs at the smallest shit.
Yeah, I'm glad he thinks I'm funny.
That was me for a while.
That is true. You were the one that made the easiest to make laugh.
As you know,
I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some soup.
I'm
Was
gonna
I
have
supposed
some
to laugh?
soup. What do you think? Is this some kind of joke?
What is it funny that I want soup?
You said that as if like, oh, was I supposed to laugh at that? Because I was so easy to make laugh.
Oh, I get the joke now.
What is funny like a clown?
Funny? Because I'm dressed like a clown? Maybe I shouldn't have a gun either!
The thing that sucks is that I could never dress up as a clown on livestream and not have somebody just be like, "Oh, you're ripping off German 985."
I feel like that goes for like anyone, any streamer.
Sure, yeah, I guess so.
But it would especially you be called out because you reference Germa on stream
all the
often,
time.
too.
Like
German
two
is a way of
sentences.
life, not just a streamer.
That's actually something that I've thought about, and I actually wanted to briefly touch on that. In a couple years, the like internet version of Simpsons did it is gonna be German did it first.
Real life Sims, German did that.
German did that already.
I mean, that's like the joke with JoJo too. Like everything.
You said Aura? You must like JoJo.
I actually watched Markiplier play this game first before I watched German did it.
I've been watching him play Inscription, and he's been fucking frustrating me.
Yeah, the most recent episode ended with him finding the Ouroboros again. I'm not a live stream guy, but I love Inscription so much that I became a live stream guy for Inscription. I've just been like popping into random people's live streams and just being like, "How do you like the game? Are you loving it?"
I'm a spokesperson of the game. How you like the game? Well, you can't play it anymore. I'm banning you.
I'm banning you from playing Inscription. Have fun, idiot. You really like it when I say idiot.
Oh, Blue. Next week, Dark Souls Nightfall mod releases. That mod I like showed you like a little bit ago.
Yeah. I remember.
I was like, I want you to play it.
I'll play it. I have like 10 days to play it before I go to Washington.
Are you leaving for Washington?
Speaking of
Yeah.
Dark Souls, let's clean up this temple.
About the Dark Souls Nightfall mod.
Uh-huh.
I mentioned like if I had the mod, we can do a co-op, but apparently that's not the case
Oof. Ouch.
because of how Dark Souls Remasters works with modded content. If you play online with modded content, you will get banned.
I didn't think they were gonna make it for remastered. Huh. Interesting.
But since Prepare to Die is no longer available, most modders moved over to remastered.
Yeah, especially since I think at this point people have like figured out remastered modding to some extent.
If I want to watch you play it, it can probably go on the channel.
No, as opposed to what, all the times that we played GTFO, which can't go on the channel.
I wanted to make a sequel to Phasmophobia, but we played it so many times. It's kind of hard to like try to pick clips now.
You think so? I would like to do something before I go to Washington, and I guess if that doesn't work out all that well, you know what I should do? I should finish fucking Spider-Man. That's what I should do.
You didn't finish Spider-Man?
No, I didn't. I never did
Well,
the DLC.
the main story he did. Main story. There's a DLC.
Yeah.
There's all the side crap.
DLC, yeah.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man villain, Roman?
Joker.
Joker. I love Joker. He's great. He's funny.
Okay, seriously though.
Roman seems like a Doc Ock guy to me.
I do like Doc Ock a lot.
Spider-Man villains.
I could technically say Venom. I don't know that he'd be my favorite, even if I did the villain take on him.
Vulture. Mungdal voiced him in Spider-Man.
Mungdal did voice him in Spider-Man. I think... Here's the thing. I do love Vulture, but it's like entirely for the wrong reasons. It's because in the older
Vulture's
comics, he's
kind
just like
of a lame-o.
Yeah, he's just like a dingus with wings. That's it.
He just flies. That's it.
Like literally in the original comic, it's like, oh man, Vulture's superpowers, he gets to fly around, and like the reveal is, haha, Spider-Man, you're a fucking idiot. It was just magnets the whole time. And it's like, oh great, love Vulture.
Yeah.
There's Chameleon, Sandman, Electro, Mysterio.
I love Mysterio's outfit. Ultimately, like when I kept examining like Mysterio's like power or like what he does as like a villain, I thought it was kind of lame. Only because I thought like illusion, like I'm the kind of person in D&D that just wants to throw fireball and not know any illusion magic.
Right, yeah.
So I'd be like, that's fucking like that. I'll take that suit, but like fuck the rest of you.
Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven the Hunter's fun.
Kraven the Hunter. I forgot about Kraven the Hunter. I actually kind of like him.
Also, but speaking of Vulture, did you guys know that Spider-Man 4, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, was supposed to be about Vulture?
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know
You
there
can
was
actually find like a, I forget what it's called, like the storybook or like the pencil
storyboard?
sketch. It's the storyboard.
The etch
of like,
sketch?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay, alright.
Of the final fights with Toby and Vulture. And it's brutal.
Nice.
But it never got made.
If not Venom being my favorite, because I do like the whole symbiote vibe. Maybe I'd pick like Carnage, because Carnage is basically just like brutal, extremely evil, animalistic Venom.
Carnage is my favorite.
With my opinions on like Carnage versus Venom kind of thing, I like drawing characters a lot. When I look at Carnage versus Venom, Carnage looks like there's too much going on looking at him. I'm not saying I dislike Carnage. I love the concept, but
He's just hell
like,
for every artist
versus
that touches
Venom,
him.
I think less is more.
I also think that goes into like Carnage's character because he's supposed to be a fucking serial killer.
Right.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like off the hinge and crazy.
Like German 985. What else do we got on
Electro?
the list? Electro. Oh, you also said Shocker. Have you guys seen the clip of symbiote Spider-Man yelling at Shocker?
From like the animated series or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. I
The
love that clip.
overacting.
It's so good. I love that clip so much.
I'm not really a fan of Electro's design. I actually liked how he looked in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie.
Are you talking about the design where he had just like this weird little like thunderbolt like star head?
Yes, I don't really like that.
Yeah,
It's kind of silly.
It's very old. It's very old comic style. Like, oh, it's me, the lightning guy. I have a lightning bolt on my fucking suit. You know, like.
And they brought that like design back kind of in No Way Home.
I like how he looked in the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game. They didn't give him a mask. They just gave him like this like lightning scar across his face.
Yes.
That basically kind of like vaguely resembles the mask.
Oh, that's
and-
kind of cool. That's
and
a cool idea.
Yeah, I think it was like super clever and a great way to like modernize the character.
Oh, fucking Kingpin.
Kingpin. Oh yeah, of course.
How we forget about the Mets?
The Mets, baby.
It's all about the Mets, baby.
I like Kingpin because I consider Spider-Man to be one of those like grounded heroes. He doesn't stop Galactus every Thursday.
He's the most human.
There's like a couple comic stories that have Spider-Man as basically being like the heir to Tony Stark's industries, which
I'm not really a fan of.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that take. Like, if Peter's not fighting for rent money, then what's he even doing here?
Which is kind of why I don't like the Tom Holland movies that much. Except for No Way Home. No Way Home is an improvement.
Because, like, you know, making him an Avenger essentially, like, right out the gate is just like, there goes all the friendly neighborhood bit.
That's the thing I didn't like with the MCU.
But I'll always have a spot for my boy Spidey. I was actually, like, unnaturally excited during the, I think it was called New 52 Comics. They were like, you guys like Spider-Man so much, we're having, like, 6 disparate Spider-Man comics running at the same time. You point me at a Spider-Man and I'll be like, yes, good content.
That's a spider, all right.
That's a spider, all right. What other superheroes do you guys like? What's like a DC thing that we like?
Joker.
Okay, finally it's appropriate, but...
The Joker's meat market thing aside, I really have no care for Joker. I like a lot of Batman stuff, but Joker I like to just put on the sideline because he will have enough love.
And I think that's part of why I like the Arkham games so much, just because like it's a treat to see him, but I also feel like the Arkham games also do the other villains like pretty good justice. I feel like after Arkham 1, most developers would have been like, oh yes, more Joker. Like let's keep making him the main villain or whatever.
The Joker is like for the most part the main villain throughout most of the Arkham games, but like you don't really...
Have you played the Arkham games, Colin?
Yeah, I've beaten Asylum, City. I haven't beaten Origins. I don't really care to either.
Yeah.
I might do Origins at some point. I'm sure it's fine.
You still need to do Asylum, Blue.
I do need to do Asylum.
Surprised you haven't played that yet.
I don't know.
Don't you have it?
I don't actually know.
I think I stopped playing Origins after like the first mission because I didn't like how optimized it was.
That's how Arkham Knight was too, to the point where like they took Arkham Knight off of the Steam store for a while, and then they brought it back on, and everyone was like, "It's still not that good," and they were just like, "Man, we're doing our best."
I didn't really have that much problem with it.
Yeah, it was.
I forget when I played it though.
It was all right for me.
I don't think I will play Arkham Knight.
Is
it good?
I think it's my favorite.
It is my favorite, and I don't like City.
You don't like City?
I don't know. I got bored. The only ones I finished are Asylum and Night. I even tried going for all the Riddler trophies in Asylum, and I gave up 70% through.
I actually did it in Night, only because the Riddler said I couldn't, and I was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm doing it. That might be a fun stream idea that could also make it to YouTube, is like doing Arkham game stuff. We could split up the workload. Everyone plays like one Arkham game.
Okay.
Including Gimper.
He gets Origins.
I was going to say he gets Origins.
He gets Origins.
For me.
And it'll be great prep work for when the next cooperative third-person shooter Rocksteady game comes out.
I think I had to get Asylum.
I was thinking it was going to be me, but alright.
I think you would get City.
I get City?
And then Blue would get Night.
I'll take whichever one you give me.
Because I'm more of a linear game guy.
I guess so. Colin just like squinting and I get City.
Nobody wants City.
I was kind of hoping I got Asylum, but alright.
I like City. Fuck you.
You sure you're giving me Night? If I give Colin Asylum.
Yeah, because if Colin gets Asylum, you're not going to want to touch City with a 39.5-foot pole, so I guess that means I get City and you get Night. I just think it's funny how much Zap doesn't like City. We could just make you play City again, and then that'll help you rekindle your love for the Arkham series.
Rekindle your passion.
I don't even think Gimper's played an Arkham game. Let's look at Arkham. He does own Asylum. He does own City. Does not own Origins. Colin does. Oh, like Steam even says, friends who have played Arkham City previously, and then friends who have it in their library. Gimper just has it in the library.
XD.
What about Asylum? Let me see that again. Just has it in the library.
LOL. It was so funny that I verbalized the fucking abbreviation LOL.
That'd be actually interesting. Us having one game.
Maybe at least one of us is in the call with the other person at the same time. Somebody else besides the person who's playing is in charge of making the video that comes out.
Oh, don't give Gimper editing tools.
He'd probably do a good job. I could probably edit somebody else's videos. I don't think I can stand listening to myself.
I think you watched enough of my editing to like immerse to you.
I would want to put so many silly sound effects though.
I mean, every now and then I do, if I feel like it.
Or whenever I specifically ask for it.
Thank you, Zep.
Thank you, Zep. Remove all the brown.
Remove all the brown, I think, is my favorite bit though.
Lob says Roman.
Yeah, Lob says Roman. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? I'm Greek.
That would have been the biggest prank for my grandpa to pull.
Sorry, your name's Greek?
No, I fucking moved to the country, like, be Greek, moved to the country. Oh, by the way, my name is Roman.
I felt like the prank was he hands you your birth certificate and it's like, oh, you're Greek, actually.
Yeah, joke's on you, you fucking idiot.
You're
You're not
fucking
Slavic,
Greek,
you're
idiot.
Greek. Oh, you know something Zap and I are gonna stream, I remembered?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna do a way out. My question is, Zap, do you want to be the guy that is freshly put in prison, or do you want to be the guy who's been in prison?
I feel like I'd be put in prison before Colin. So yeah.
Are you like the scrappy, more violent fisticuffs type, or are you calculating? Because Big Nose Guy likes to throw hands. I forget what his name is, but he's got this whole like, hey, I'm walking here thing going on.
Oh, he does? Oh, I have to play him.
Actually, I'm looking at the hairdo for like the newcomer guy. It's actually more my hair. All right, Colin's going to jail.
Colin's going to jail, and Zap will be there soon after.
Jail. Did not pass go.
Okay, so whenever I do this with Gimper, who gets the "Hey, I'm walking here" guy?
I feel like Gimper would get the "Hey, I'm walking here" guy.
Yeah, probably. That's true.
I don't think Slavics say that.
Yeah, and how many Slavs do you know?
One.
I barely count as a Slav.
Half.
Half! It's like saying I'm half Viking, Zap.
Are you? I can see it.
I have some Nordic ancestry, yes. Same way Roman's got some Slavic ancestry.
This game needs an OSHA inspection, says Lob.
I wonder, is the volcano here? The like lore of this is that there's a volcano somewhere and it keeps spewing soot everywhere, and that's why everything is fucking dirty as shit and needs washing. Not too bad. Clean the washroom.
No.
Wow, this is a fucking Viscera cleanup detail level.
And just think, this is just a normal dirty bathroom. How can a volcano get this?
Yeah, right? Well, I don't think the volcano is 100% responsible for everything that happens in this game.
Yeah, this is just natural human filth.
This is just natural human filth. Gotta come to my club. It's called Club Toilet. You're gonna come to my cousin's club. Your cousin? Yeah, my clown cousin. If you had a club, what would it be called? I'd pick something like artsy and full of itself, like Pastiche or something like that. You gotta come to Club Pastiche.
They'd probably just call it like the Torrent.
Do you insist on the use of the?
I feel like people can still say Torrent.
So somebody was like, it was like, oh yeah, you got a place like Torrent, right? And you're like, no, it's the Torrent actually.
But torrent is for 18 or older. So if you're under 18, you have to go to BitTorrent.
You have to go to BitTorrent. Every once in a while, I think I hear somebody's footsteps that aren't mine in this game. I think it's just the game being weird where it like projects the footstep noise.
Oh, you're like talking about it in real life?
No. This house is weird, but it's not that weird.
Guys, my house is haunted.
My house is haunted, and it's going to eat me.
Looks at the camera. Oh no.
Oh no. Just like Monster House.
Condo I'm in is pretty old. Not ancient, but
This house is mega new.
mega new.
Mega new. Like when I moved here, it was like a day old. Like we moved in here like the second the house was like able to be lived in.
There's no way this apartment's haunted. Ghosts wouldn't waste their time with an apartment.
I mean, what about the whole complex, though?
The whole complex?
I thought you were talking about like, oh, what about the whole ghost complex? You don't think they'd have problems?
I mean, still, it's like, I mean, this is a one bedroom. Like I can, like, if I really don't want to live here, it's like easy move out. Like you're not gonna win this situation.
What if the ghost just wants
and
company?
the ghost is go like, well, fuck. Now I'm gonna be bored until someone else, like another tenant, rents this place.
Maybe that's like what a low-level ghost does. Like before they get their before they grow into their full.
They prestige.
Yeah, before they they prestige for the first time. Before they hit their first prestige level, ghosts have to haunt apartments so they can get XP. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I love video games sometimes, man.
What if the ghost wants to be with you? You're just gonna move out?
What's Colin gonna do? Go through a wall that the ghost can't go through? You can just follow him.
What kind of ghost wants to be with me? What the fuck kind of question is that? I'd still move out because that's fucking freaky.
It thinks
He
you're
wants
hot.
a friend.
Okay, I guess Zap and I went different
Well, you
directions
can probably
with this.
find friends if you just move on. Like, get the fuck out of my plane.
You can't just tell a ghost to move on. Like, why else is it here?
I certainly fucking can. Get up and I'd be like, I'm trying to sleep. You're not welcome in my home. Pass that veil, or I will boot your ass to that. Past that veil.
I need help. Oh, move on. That's why I'm here.
Okay, question.
Okay.
Pretty morbid.
Okay.
What if it's Casper?
What if it's Casper?
And yeah, I get the joke, but no. What if it's Casper?
Casper would know better than to stick around. I ain't kidding. Casper would know better than to stick around. Casper knows the first thing. If I knew there was like a ghost that I could interact with that wasn't like totally trying to fucking kill me, I'd try to bottle it and drink it.
Not every ghost wants to kill you.
You know. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
You want to say anything in the microphone? Famous non-ghost streamer Zappy G?
If the ghost ain't trying to kill me, then like, why are you here?
Just to suffer, I guess.
Some ghosts are just like trapped in like the area because they can't move
Then
on.
they're stupid. I'll tell them how to go on. Like, hey, look, there's a light. Go there. Fucking idiot.
Stupid dumbass ghost. Do you think you could convince a ghost to like pay you rent?
What kind of money does a ghost have?
Doubloons.
$2? That'd be probably like another form of cryptocurrency. Like literally cryptocurrency.
It can pay you with beloved items that pass beyond the veil.
Yeah, but that's not gonna help unless it's like a +2 sword. If I'm becoming something like a fucking like ghost hunt, like a ghost slaying like witch hunter kind of thing.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I totally take like ghost payment if they gave me a fucking ghost slayer weapon or something like that. I don't even care if the ghosts are mean. I don't even mean or not. I'll like start going in houses there. I just have ghost vision. I start fucking cutting them down, and like the people living there start fucking freaking out because I'm like swinging a massive sword at nothing.
It's like, don't worry, I just took care of like 20 ghosts for you, bro.
Don't worry. I can do that. It'd be a service, and like people think I'm a scam, but then like people are like, no, really, like I stopped shitting my pants at night. No, I ain't fucking with ghosts. I will fuck with ghosts because they fuck with me.
I'm not fucking with ghosts, but
Zap, I'll go ghost hunting with you as long as I can go into every like haunted home like after drinking like a half bottle of limoncello and like nothing to lose.
You can't just go in and start yelling at the ghost.
Yes, I can. What are you gonna do? Possess me?
Some are strong, yeah.
Not as strong as me.
I do think Colin has a point. I don't think ghosts can lift.
Like if I start like saying like come out like I don't know whatever the fucking ghost name, some ghost or demon's name is, like I'm gonna fucking like. I'll fuck you up, and they throw like a book off the shelf there, and that bookshelf is going to be fucking wood chips in seconds. Throw a book now.
This is like the Zappy G Pebble Street problem. It's like, oh, a ghost is in the house, burn it to the ground. No more house, no more ghost. Easy.
But I'm not the one doing it this time.
I know. That's what's weird.
I'm not burning the house down. I'm showing the ghost I'm not fucking afraid of it because it's trying to be good. Like ooh, like oh
well,
yeah.
It's not trying to scare you.
Then why is it throwing books?
Trying to get rid of you. Because you're yelling at him.
Okay, then I'm gonna take that as a fucking challenge.
Stop being rude.
I'm gonna take that as a fucking challenge. I'll beat my chest like a gorilla and ask him to show himself, and I'll toss him a fucking nunchuck if I have to.
I can't believe Zap is being the reasonable one here.
I'll find the room that the disturbances are in, and I'll sit in there, and the moment I see anything that's like a shadow person, a demon, or a spook specter, or a ghost, I will run at it head first and like put a hole in a wall, and then make the people that hired our services pay for my medical bills.
This sounds like a pretty good setup for a Masks game.
Why with just like ghosts? Let's go like fight cryptids.
You wanna like arm wrestle Bigfoot?
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
I don't know why Bigfoot's my go-to cryptid. What was the Cartoon Network show about cryptids?
Secret Saturdays.
Secret Saturdays. Isn't Bigfoot in that also?
I don't think it's technically Bigfoot. Fiskerton.
Fiskerton?
Yeah, that's the name.
Oh yeah, Fisk.
Gorilla Cat.
He was like the big. He was like it was like revealed at the end, like near the end of the show. He was like the big thing that everyone was looking for, or something, right?
I don't know.
No.
There was like a temple at the end with like his face.
I mean, I remember they were trying to find Kerr.
Yeah, I think he was Kerr. I think he is Kerr.
No. He is not Kerr.
Wasn't this show also made by the Ben 10
people
guy?
thought he was Kerr, I think, though. But he wasn't.
Was
Did they
Secret
ever
Saturdays
actually-
made by the Ben 10 guy? I know there was another Man of Action show that was like pretty popular. I think maybe it was like Generator Rex was Man of Action.
It was Generator Rex. That was Man of Action.
Could you imagine being cool enough to have written multiple like Cartoon Network shows and be credited as Man of Action?
But Ben 10 Omniverse did have a crossover episode with the Secret Saturdays.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have you watched the Secret Saturdays?
I mean, I'd be down.
The whole Kerr plotline, I love. I love the
That was
twist.
the plot. That was the plot line of the whole show, wasn't it? Finding Kerr.
Yes. It fucked me up watching it.
It fucked me.
Sam has returned.
Oh Sam, they think I'm unreasonable. Be that I want to punch a ghost.
Not all ghosts need to be punched.
Well, what do you do when they're in there?
Used reason and logic.
Try to speak with them and see if they're angry or not.
Okay, well, what if they're angry?
Then go ahead.
Yeah, and at that point, I don't really care if you throw hands.
Okay, what if they're not angry? Is that where you come in, Zap?
Yeah, and so they don't want to hurt you.
Well, I want to hurt it.
Zap like scoots in. He scoots in like a chair and a fucking.
This is gonna be like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing with a ghost.
And he pulls no. Zap's like a ghost therapist. Like he brings in a recliner and he's just like, so how does this make you feel? Sam says, did the ghost do something to deserve the throwing of hands?
I don't know.
Existing.
Unlive, not get the fuck out. The ghost better pass on or it's gonna pass out.
Blue, read Sam's messages. I don't feel like talking.
Okay. If the ghost is, is it because of the word benign? Huh?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
Because of the word benign.
You're more transparent than the ghost that we're talking about. If the ghost is benign or otherwise chill, then it's probably at least rude to hurt them for existing. Is it because of the word benign? No?
There should be a compilation of all the words Zap struggles with.
I know benign.
Why don't I believe you? Come on, Zap. You gotta level with me here. The whole 9 yards. Like you said when Sam came in, you like read a message or two, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you need to read Sam messages. I'm done with talking.
Well, yeah, there's 2 lines now. I don't feel like talking.
I don't know about that, Zap.
You take the prod.
Yeah, so that was your first one. I will
Night, Colin.
catch you later, Colin. Thanks for hanging out.
Well, all right,
What the
good
fuck
night.
is Janae? What the fuck is a urinal spreader? Oh, that's what it is.
Spreader?
Shrug. And then tiled floor, which is you.
Stand in one spot and just mash the highlight button.
It's hard to tell. I am pushing it. I feel like I've gone over everything a couple times.
So I went to the Power Wash Simulator Reddit.
Uh-huh.
This is a common thing.
Really?
People having trouble with this. One person said I had to go over every part of the floor multiple times with different power washers until I got a speck of dirt in the right-hand corner of the door.
Could you imagine a level in a game called Power Wash Simulator that needs to be patched? Ah, my God, Jesus Christ, there it is.